In the heart of the modern city lies a carefully constructed environment, one that mimics the complexity of a natural ecosystem.
Even at the point of entry, the system reveals its priorities: efficiency, structure, and constant movement.
Thousands enter each day, participating in a system that feels routine.
Yet reveals consistent and predictable patterns of human behavior.
From above, these patterns become clearer. Movement, clustering, repetition. Behaviors that suggest this space functions less like a building and more like an ecosystem.
Movement is one of the most defining traits of this environment.
Individuals move with direction, often appearing purposeful.
Yet, that purpose is rarely tied to necessity.
Instead, movement is guided by attraction, store layouts, advertisements, and the promise of something new.
In this way, individuals behave less like decision makers and more like participants in a system guiding them forward.
At the center of this system is consumption. What was once necessary for survival has evolved into something else entirely. Here, basic needs, food, water, energy, are no longer scarce, but abundant. And with that abundance comes choice. Individuals are no longer simply gathering what they need. They're selecting, comparing, and often over-consuming. Entire aisles are dedicated not to necessity, but to variation. Different brands, flavors, and identities tied to the same basic function. In this environment, consumption becomes more than survival. It becomes expression.
Choices are no longer driven by need, but by preference, branding, and impulse.
Environments are carefully designed to maximize engagement, encouraging individuals to stay longer, look closer, and buy more.
Even high-value items are presented as accessible,
turning luxury into something to browse, not just something to earn.
Like any ecosystem, social structures quickly form.
Family groups operate with competing needs: attention, patience, control.
Younger groups prioritize connection,
Often reinforcing identity through shared experiences and purchases.
Yet, despite constant proximity to others, isolation is common.
Technology creates an alternate environment.
One that competes with the physical space itself.
Not all areas within the ecosystem are equal.
Certain spaces are designed to signal exclusivity and status.
Many people approach these areas not to participate, but to observe, imagine, and ultimately desire. At the center lies the feeding ground.
A place where activity briefly slows.
Behind the scenes, overlooked roles maintain the system's stability. Every individual, whether active or passive, contributes to the cycle. What appears completely natural is in fact carefully constructed.
The question remains,
Are we observing the system?
or are we part of it?